Hey everyone, it's Mikayla. So today I'm going to be filming my New Year's resolutions for 2017, and the reason I like filming these videos is so by the end of the year I can look back and see whether I broke any New Year's resolutions, whether I achieved any. I think I made a video last year on my New Year's resolutions that got a decent amount of views, but I don't know if it was on this channel or a different channel that I had. I'm pretty sure it was on this channel for my New Year's resolutions for 2016. So I'll try and find that video, but I don't think I did any of them because I can't even remember any New Year's resolutions that I had for 2016. So guaranteed I've probably broken some. But this year I'm going to try. I'm going to read out from 1 to 20, but none of them are in order. They're all just what popped in my mind of what I want to achieve. They're quite easy ones that I can see myself achieving. I'm not making any resolutions that are out of this world type thing. They're difficult, but they're easy, and once I achieve them I'll be quite happy with myself. So the first one you're probably going to be quite confused about is to get out of debt. If you don't know, I went overseas twice to Fiji in December in 2016 and in 2015 to play soccer internationally. I played in a Fiji tournament for my state, and I've got a few videos on this channel relating to that, but I haven't really done an in-depth video. I've just got a few little clips here and there that I posted. But there was some money that I had raised towards both of those trips, but then my parents also had to like step in and pay a little bit because they really wanted me to go. But I need to pay them back, obviously, because, you know, travelling overseas is quite expensive. So I currently have a job and I'm currently paying them back for it. So my goal for 2017 is to completely get out of debt completely with that whole overseas trip and start saving my money for other things. I don't know if I'm going to go overseas again this year, because this year should be my last year in under 17s. So I don't know if I want to do it this year, and all the money that I earn past getting out of debt will go towards that, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it. I really want to, but then there's a part of me that's like holding me back. I really enjoy soccer, obviously. Like, if you know me, soccer's like part of my life. I've been playing it for nearly 10 years, but I'm not sure. We'll just have to see how this year goes. The second one is to start saving up more. Can you get off of me, Charlie? Seriously, move. The second one is to start saving up more money. I want to save up more money because I have a lot of things that I want to buy. Now that I'm 17, can you not peck at my head, please? Thanks. I'm nearly 17, so there's a lot of things that I want to start, you know, looking forward to pay for. I don't want to tell you what I'm saving up for because they're in my New Year's resolutions. So the third one is to either travel interstate this year or overseas. Now I think traveling interstate would be a lot more easier, and you know, if I go to Fiji this year, that will just be another thing ticked off on my New Year's resolutions. There is a couple on here that I'm not going to read out because they are quite personal to myself, and I don't want those around me or those watching this video really knowing what I'm working on for myself. So I'm not going to read the fourth one out. But the fifth one is to spend less time on social media. Now, about a year ago, I gave up Facebook. I deactivated my account because I was just getting into like so much drama, and most of it like was all my fault. Like, I was really just attention seeking, and I was really just being a bitch, to be honest. Like, I was being such a bitch to people. And so I gave up Facebook. I took a break from it. I'm not getting it back because I do not like Facebook. I'm spending a lot of time on like Instagram. I'm starting to get like obsessed with Instagram, and I don't think Instagram's a bad app. I haven't had any problems with Instagram. Nobody gets in fights on my Instagram photos or anything, or I don't get in fights on other people's Instagram photos or anything. I just post what I want to post, and that's just how it is. But I have been quite obsessed with Instagram, but that's just because I love it. But I'm going to spend less time on Instagram, post less photos that don't really, like, I'll post what I want to post, but I usually like stalk people on Instagram, and that's what I'm trying to get at. I don't want to stalk people no more because you know how like you just go through someone's photos and like you look back like 20 weeks ago and yeah, anyway, 20 weeks. Does Instagram even have that anymore? You look back like 5 months ago on their Instagram profile and like you're really like into their like Instagram life. Yeah, no, I want to stop doing that. The 6th one on my New Year's resolutions is to buy my first car because I am driving now. The 7th one is to stop bored eating. Now if you don't know what that is, you know how like you're watching a YouTube video, you're watching a movie, and you know during those times you're just like, let's get something to eat. You're not actually like hungry type thing. Well, that's what I do. When I'm at home by myself, I'm just constantly eating because I'm bored. I have nothing to do. Like I'm watching YouTube, I'm just sitting there and like I just have this thought go through my mind that like to eat. And I always bored eat, like, and I want to stop eating when I'm not hungry. When I'm hungry, I'm not restricting my calories or anything, so there's nothing to worry about. I'm just eating when I'm not hungry, and that's really unnecessary. I also have this thing with overeating, but for some reason I haven't been able to be overeating lately. Like when I'm full, I just stop eating. But before, when I was full, I just kept like eating because it tasted so good. Yeah, I had this thing for a while of overeating, but I don't do that much anymore, and I need to stop bored eating. Like obviously, whenever I wake up, I'm never hungry, but it's breakfast, so I need to eat, so I always have breakfast. I always make sure I have breakfast. But like I always snack during the day. Like I have lunch and dinner, but I'm constantly snacking on foods that I shouldn't be snacking on, like chips, for example. The 8th one is to get good grades for year 11. So if you don't actually like know me, like even people that know me, they won't know this, but I got quite bad grades in year 10 for the first semester, from term 1 to term 2, that's the semester, and that's because I wasn't trying. I do actually think that I am quite a smart person. I'm currently on holiday. Can you go away? You're annoying me. I'm currently on holidays right now because my whole schooling year, my whole year 10 has finished now, so I'm currently on like summer break or whatever. So yeah, and I got really good grades this term. Like my end of year grades were quite good. I got like a B+ in maths, which is something that I haven't seen for quite a couple of years. But I don't really want to brag about my grade, but I really did lift my game up, and I want to continue lifting my game up to even better in year 11, because year 11 is quite important. It's my second to last year of school, and I want to pass year 12, and I want to go to uni, so I need to get good grades. So that's my New Year's resolution for this year. The 9th one is to get more sleep. I don't want to have a bedtime but the truth is I can go to bed so much earlier, but I'm just I'm lazy in that sense, or like I get preoccupied by, if I watch one YouTube video, I end up watching like 5, so I end up having like late showers, and I'm in bed by 11 at the latest, which I know is early for some people, but that's really not ideal for someone like me. I wake up at like 7:30 every morning since I'm in the holidays because I'm working. I'm not like other kids who get to sleep in heaps. No, I'm working to pay off my debt, so I really want to get more sleep, because if I get more sleep, that means I have more energy for when I'm working, therefore I can work harder, and I just want to get more sleep. Pretty self-explanatory, even though I went on for it for a solid 5 minutes. The 12th one is to make a new friend. I don't want to be picky on my friends, but I would like them to be vegan. I've had friends that are not vegan who are totally fine, but you know, it's nice having that conversation we can talk about type thing. So hopefully I make a new friend either at school or outside of school, who knows. The 13th one is to continue learning my Spanish. I just want to be able to speak fluent Spanish, and that's why I chose Spanish for year 10, semester 2, and year 11. I have Spanish for year 11 as well, and I'm going to be continuing learning Spanish. Spanish is quite hard to learn in my opinion. I don't think my brain is capable of learning a new language, but you know, I'm going to try. I haven't done Spanish much this holidays, so I really need a refresher. Like, I'm not bad at Spanish. I'm definitely an amateur or a beginner. Like, you can't have a full conversation with me necessarily. because I don't know everything, but I'm definitely learning. Now, the 14th one is to continue writing my list of happiness every day. So I have this thing called my list of happiness. I have an alarm set for 8:30 every night where I go into my notes on my phone and I fill it out. Now, if you don't know what my list of happiness is, I was somebody back in the past who used to dwell or like really like bring attention to all the bad that had happened during my day, and which is definitely not healthy in my part. So I decided to create this note on my phone called my list of happiness, where I write at least 3 things that made me happy during the day or something that I really appreciated during the day. So for example, I get it up now. And it could be like the littlest things, like literally the littlest things I could write down. So let's just go to a random one. The 18th of December 2016, this one I've got 4 down, and it says, I drove really good, so I was really proud of the way that I had driven that day. The 12th one is a busy day at work. I like really busy days at work. I like being put under that pressure. I love working at the cash register, like taking people's orders and stuff. And I do make meals every now and then. I work at a cafe, by the way, if you don't know. It's really boring when no one's there. I love really busy days, so that's why I put that down. And the 3rd one is I went to Hayden's house and I saw his puppies. So yeah, that's what happened that day that I really appreciated. And there could have been like 20 other things that I could have written, but I have bad memory. Yeah, so that's what my list of happiness is, and I recommend everyone to do this because I really think it's quite important. It's really helped me, like, I feel like it's helped me grow as a person in some sense. It's made me kind of more happier, and it reminds me of the good things that happened that day. And I don't write down anything negative, so like if something good happened out of something negative, I don't write it down, because it still reminds me of that negative that happened. So I always write down things that are completely 100% positive and were not made from something negative. So like, say for example, this hasn't happened, but like for example, I was riding my bike, I fell off, but there was no like scratches on my elbows or something. It's like I stacked my bike and there was nothing on me that I didn't have any scratches. I wouldn't write that down because I still crashed the bike. And that still reminds me of something bad that had happened, so I don't write stuff like that down, for example. The 15th one is to post a video 1+ times every 2 weeks, and I don't mean just like random little videos, like 1-minute videos of like my garden that I've been doing. I mean videos like, did you just poop on me? Okay, good. I mean like videos like this where I'm actually like talking to the camera and actually putting effort in once every 2 weeks. I want to do once every 1 week, but I don't want to put myself under pressure, especially since I'm going into year 11. So, and videos like this, they aren't hard at all. It's more the editing that takes forever. Like this is already like a 30-minute video going on 30 minutes, so like, yeah. Back in the olden days, wow. Like 2 years ago, I was able to make videos in like 10 minutes, but they were really crappy. But now it takes forever, and I don't know why. I think I get sidetracked really easily. The 16th one is discover more vegan places. And the reason I want to do this is because I'm vegan. I've been vegan for about 1.5 years, and I'm going on 2 years on the 9th of July 2017. I want to discover more vegan places, vegan restaurants. I want to meet new vegan people. I want to make vegan friends. Like I want to surround my life with veganism, because it just makes me happy. You know. The 17th one is to keep my room clean. Now I have cleaning to do today because I have stuff. The 19th one that I want to achieve this year, or that is on my New Year's resolutions, is to get my P's. I do not want to wait until 2018 to get my P's. Like, no way. I want to be driving by the end of this year. And the very last one, which is extremely, extremely important to me, which is the biggest thing that I want to achieve this year, is to stop biting my nails. I always stress bite. I like even like when I'm super happy, like I always find a way to put my fingers in my mouth, whether like, you know, and most of the time I don't even realise it. I don't even realise that I'm biting my nails at all, so I really need to sort that out. So that was my whole video for my New Year's resolutions for 2017. If you want by the end of the year like a follow-up video on my New Year's resolutions for 2017 and see if I've achieved any of them, I do feel like this is going to be a big year for me. I have a lot of plans and I just have a lot of things that I want to achieve, and I don't want anybody or anything holding me back from that. Like at the start of last year, like it was pretty rough, I have to admit. This year's going to be different. I know this year's going to be different, but this year I do want to get good grades. Like I just want this year to be good for me. I don't want to get caught up in drama, especially online drama. I don't want any of that. So that concludes this video. If you want to see more videos like this, where I just talk to the camera, I will do that. I'm gonna go now. Bye.